Hey everyone, I'm Riot Mort, Game Director of TFT, and it's time to talk about some things to look forward to in the world of teamfight tactics. So let's get started. As Reckoning draws to a close, the team is hard at work building the next set of TFT, which will release in early November for most regions. It will take place in a city full of strange new contraptions and their brilliant inventors, where you will find scientists and scholars, cops and robots, intricate machines and brutish monsters, mischief-making yordles, and so much more. In addition to the new setting and new champions, the next set of TFT will of course have a new mechanic. Throughout the course of a game, you'll be offered Hextech augments that provide varied and powerful effects for your team and change the way you approach the game. Some of them are direct army enhancements. There's one that gives all your ranged champions an additional 2 hexes of range, or another that gives every champ on your team that already has an item an additional 200 health and 20 attack damage. Other Hextech augments can change your playstyle. For example, one of them gives you 1 additional gold and a free shop reroll each time you lose a combat, allowing you to play a lost streak style even better. Other augments may bring back familiar memories, such as one that opens up an armory, allowing you to grab one of 4 unique Ornn artifacts from Fates. And finally, some Hextech augments may open up crazy new strategies, like the ability to see which opponent you're going to fight each combat, or even allowing you to level up to level 10. There are a ton of possibilities, and each game will be radically different. We can't wait to show you everything that's possible through the new Hextech augments. You can look forward to more details on the next set as we get closer to its release. During Reckoning, we launched our first lab, Hyperroll. With Hyperroll, we aim to bring the TFT gameplay you love to a shorter experience, focusing on team building and, of course, rolling. I'm happy to announce that the lab has been a success, and it will remain a part of TFT next set. We'll also continue to make some improvements, with a focus on making it a bit less hectic. This brings us to our next lab. As we discussed before, each lab is meant to be something we think has a chance to be a permanent part of TFT and fulfill a player need that isn't being met by the core game. This time, we're focusing on providing a more meaningful way to play TFT with your friends. Not just in the same game against friends, but actually working together as a 2-person team. We're still working on its official name, but this new partnered mode will allow you and a friend to queue up and work together to compete against 3 other teams. You'll each control your own board, but you will have a shared health pool, so you'll both need to stay strong in order to survive. If your partner is struggling, you can use the assist armory to help them out. Pick the perfect boost for your partner's team to stay out of 8th place, actually 4th place, yeah, you know what I mean. To help us make the best partnered mode possible, we're launching this lab a bit differently than we did for Hyperroll. The plan is to launch it shortly after the new set drops, and then we'll leave it up and running for a few patches. After that, we'll take it back into the shop and make adjustments. While the mode is off, we'll be using your feedback and our learnings to improve it, then we'll launch it again in a more complete form at a later date. We think the ability to play with friends and work together has a ton of value. So we want to make sure we get your feedback early so we can make the best version possible. Additionally, at the end of the initial release, we'll be holding a tournament with the top duos from each region. More info on that to come later, but make sure you pick a good teammate to make it to the top of the ladder. I'm super excited about all of this and can't wait for you to get your hands on it. Now I'm going to pass it off to Christine, who's going to be sharing some more adorable plans for TFT. That's it from me. Take it easy.
Hey everyone, I'm Christine, producer for cosmetics on TFT. Today I'm going to talk to you about some of the new content that we'll be adding to the game in the next couple of months. Next set, we'll be introducing a new kind of playable avatar for the first time since the launch of TFT. We're calling them Chibi Champions, and you can equip them just like Little Legends. They're champions, but chibified. Chibi Champions don't come from eggs. Instead, you can buy them directly from the store in their final form. We're starting with a few, including someone to truly get excited about, before expanding the roster in the future. Until now, the only kind of avatar you could be in TFT is a Little Legend. But with the addition of Chibi Champions, there's a whole new category of avatars we're calling Tacticians. We even have ideas for new legendary tacticians in the future, but don't worry, Little Legends aren't going anywhere. They're just getting new friends to play with. Later this year, we're also introducing Teamfight Tactics' very own premium currency and calling it TFT Coins. For now, RP will continue to be usable on PC. Behind the scenes, TFT Coins will save us a lot of time managing in-game stores. This will allow us to spend more time working on the content you enjoy. We'll be sharing more details in the next few weeks. Our very first TFT exclusive event, Skyglass Origins, was well loved by all, except for maybe Chaos Pengu. We're already planning a similar event that will come in early 2022, and we're pretty stoked to share more with you eventually. But before we get ahead of ourselves, we're going to celebrate the best TFT players from around the world at the Reckoning Championships. The competition will start on October 1st, so be sure to tune in to see who comes out on top. That's it for now. We hope you're as excited as we are for everything that is coming to TFT in the next couple months. I'll see you in my rank queues.